Hey guys, welcome back to ATZ Sports. Thank you for stopping by for another video. And I think all of y'all have heard about the recent rumors coming out of a certain Kerala Blasters player, that is Sahal Abdul, who has been linked to ALeague or the Australian League team Melbourne City, which also is a sister club of Manchester City, which is also, you can say, owned under the CFG, the same company that owns Mumbai City. So this is a big rumor, first of all, and I want to say that of course it is fake. Okay, it is fake, but I'll explain to you all some reasons why it is not going to happen. 95% of the reason why. But before that, if you're new to the channel, you want to hit the subscribe button, I would suggest you all to do that. It helps the channel a lot. And also I would like to explain to you all a lot of things, especially about the A-League, since I have quite a good expertise. I have some of my friends from Melbourne City who have explained me this, so shout out to them. They told me not to take their name, but fair for them. But yes, I'm going to explain to you all how the A-League works, okay, how foreign players can register and what else, and why this deal is not likely going to happen. Okay, so let's go into it. So first of all, you need to know some things. The way foreign players rule works in the ISL, okay, it doesn't work in the A-League. There the rule system of foreign players is very much different. First of all, they are not called foreign players, they are called visa players. Okay, if that makes sense for you. Okay, and there's something called non-visa foreigners, which I'll explain to you later. So visa players are basically players who do not have the visa or do not have the passport or not the nationality of that country. Now I think many of you all don't know, when the A-League is not only Australian league, there's a team called Wellington Phoenix, which is from New Zealand. So the rules, when you say, I say they can sign only Australian players. For Wellington Phoenix, the rule changes to they can sign only New Zealand players. Hope you can understand this. Alright, okay, so more into depth. So a visa player is any player who doesn't have the nationality or passport of an Australian player. Okay, so for this, remember when I say like this, I mean for all the clubs apart from Wellington, but we are focusing on Melbourne City. Okay, so Australian players. Okay, so they can sign 5 foreign players. Now what are non-visa foreign players? Well, there are 4 categories which basically explains what a non-visa foreign player is. First of all, the player was born and started his football career in Australia. Okay, but he has decided to represent a different country. Okay, that is understandable. So these people come under non-visa. They do not come under foreign players list. They are Australian players only. They come under the Australian quota. Okay, but they are representing a foreign, but they started their career in Australia. That is one thing. Okay, the second one are basically players who have played their career here. They have they have played abroad. Okay, and now they have come to A-League, they have played in A-League and they have taken Australian citizenship. What happens in China, it's called nationality neutralization. Okay, these players also don't need to be in the visa because they have now become Australians. Okay, they have the Australian visa or they have the Australian passport. The third is injury replacement players. If a player is injured, okay, if a player is injured, as of recording this video, none of the A-League visa players are injured of Melbourne City. Melbourne City's visa players are not injured yet. They can be brought, they can be brought. Okay, so yes, or if a national team, so if let's say Australia is playing the World Cup, national team replacement player, someone to replace that player for the because the player's gone for World Cup, to replace them, that's an example. And the fourth one is a guest player, which basically works like a player who can play a maximum of 14 games. Okay, so let's talk about all these 14 in this, all these 4 categories. Out of these 4 categories, Sahal doesn't come under the first category. He is not born in Australia. He doesn't come under the second category. He's born in India, but he has not given up Indian citizenship and taken Australian citizenship. So 2 out. The third one, unlikely, because at recording of the video, as I said, all the A-League players are fit and fine. They are not injured. Visa players. Okay, neither does the national team have called up any of them. So the only way that Sahal Abdul Samad can end up here is as a guest player, which let's agree doesn't sound okay for a particular player. Like you say that I went to play for Melbourne City. There's something called ego, which I believe Sahal does have. All players should have us to a certain limit. So I don't believe he's like going to be like, yeah, I'm ready to play in the A-League, but I'm going to play only 13 matches. And when I mean 13 matches, I mean even if he's substituted at the 89th minute and plays only 1 minute of the game, it is counted as an appearance. Okay, so obviously he's not going to be a starting 11 player. So yes, this is also a reason why I believe Sahal Abdul Samad won't get. As you know, he was once upon a time linked to one Icelandic club, but because of visa issues, his signing didn't end up happening. I believe the same thing is going to happen here. No offense to him. Not that the visa issue and all, but I don't see Melbourne City requiring. See, they have currently Melbourne City have 5 their visa players. I'll just name them, which is written here. One is Thomas Lamb from Finland, Florian Berenguer from France, Valon Berisha from Kosovo, Richard van de Vern from Netherlands, and Nuno Reis from Portugal. Another thing that you need to know about the system that works in CFG, because we have to remember Melbourne City is owned by City Football Group. Another system that you need to recollect is that whenever a particular player is going to be transferred from let's say Sahal, he's playing in ISL, right? He's playing in ISL. Now Mumbai City, in all due respect, can easily sign Sahal. Okay, they can literally easily sign Sahal without any pressure, financial issues, and get him at Mumbai City. Okay, but here the scene is Sahal from Kerala is directly going to Melbourne, which doesn't make sense because Melbourne City would prefer Sahal to be at Mumbai City, and from Mumbai City he joining Melbourne City would make much more sense because the transfer fee is almost zero in that case. Even if there is, it is mostly to pay for all the documentations and all, which obviously I don't think ends up as a huge sum. And to be honest, when you have already many top players in your other sister clubs, okay, like in India, of course, Puya is there, of course, Chante is there. I don't need to explain how many players can from Mumbai City can represent, and not forgetting that from other CFG clubs like Lomel, Troyes, Yoklahoma. Basically, the city scouting system works in such a way that once they scout a particular player, the report of this scouted player goes to all the clubs, all the CFG clubs, and then what the club wants to do is upon them. Okay, if they are interested, willing to sign him and all. But this is how things work in CFG clubs. And no matter what you say about the Sahal deal, I doubt it's going to happen. It's a good way of saying that it is possible, but most likely I would say no, this deal won't happen at all. Okay, no offense, but this is why I believe this is a huge hoax, this is a fake rumor, and it's not going to happen anytime soon. This is just what I wanted to say. If it does happen, very good. It will be interesting to see how Melbourne City will make fit place for Sahal, because he has to come in the non-visa, at least for the moment, because their visas are full, visa players are full. So let's see how it happens. So tell me in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do like, share, subscribe. See you more videos coming soon in near future. Goodbye, take care, stay safe.